And hi, everybody, and a tremendous Thursday evening to you as we come your way from the campus of Concordia High School as we open up the 2021-22 high school basketball season. And I tell you what, Lewis, if that JV boys basketball game wasn't setting the stage, setting the table for tonight, it's going to be some exciting basketball here in this gym tonight.
That's right, a tremendous overtime thriller we just witnessed, and now here on the full court, we're getting ready to see the girls varsity team square off. The JV boys, Concordia fell to Boystown 62-59 in overtime, and we're certainly hoping this upcoming game between the Boystown Cowgirls and the Concordia Lady Mustangs will live up to that previous excitement.
Yeah, now the JV girls basketball game went a little bit lopsided the way of Concordia. And so a lot of times what you see when it comes to some of these teams is a lot of the talent will be put on the varsity team. And then the up-and-coming players that are getting time on the court are the ones that play at JV. So we expect a different ball game from the varsity girls game tonight. But I tell you what, it's going to be exciting. It's just great to be back in the gym. It's great to get this season underway. And it should just be a fun night of basketball here as we get this thing kicked off with the new campaign. Let's go ahead and take a look at the starting lineups for tonight. First off, let's go with the visiting team from Boystown.
That's right. Starting at the three guard positions for the Boystown Cowgirls, the 5'6" junior, A.J. Whiting. The junior, also 5'6", Ellie Johnson. And another junior, also 5'6", Addie Brab. The two forwards will be played by Eliza Luzer, a senior at 5'6", and Isabella Buckman, a senior coming in at 5 feet 10 inches tall. For the Concordia Mustangs, the three guards are being played by the 5'4", junior Paige Gerhard, the 5'3" senior, number 22, Callie Thompson, and the 4-year varsity starter, the senior, number 2, Ella Hess. The forwards being played by Lily Meyer, the 6'1" senior, and Kaylee Crom, the 6-foot-tall junior.
Yeah, so it looks like there's going to be a little bit of a interesting battle when you talk about basketball. You talk about height differential. You know, Boystown probably averaging about 5'6" or so with a couple taller players. Concordia got some taller players, but they got the little ones, 5'3", 5'4", so maybe a little quick off the ball. And so it'll be interesting to see how those matchups go, because sometimes you get the smaller guards going up some taller guards. You got the quickness with the smaller ones, but on the inside, we should have some good matchups going on inside with those rebounds, both offensive and defensive rebounds. And I tell you what, that seemed to be the key in the boys JV game, was the rebounds. The rebounds ultimately led to Boystown JV getting the victory in the boys game. And so battle of the boards is going to be something that's going to be pretty important here tonight.
Yeah, for certain, what we've seen in the past is some good diversity and strengths for the Lady Mustangs, with speed coming from the guard positions, Callie Thompson, Paige Gerhard, and Ella Hess, and some tremendous strength in the post from Lily Meyer and Kaylee Crom. We'll see how they can build on the moderate success they had last season playing those positions and coming back as 2 and even 3-year starters. We're going to see how the Mustangs can manage in the post. I think, though, what we've seen historically in this game between the Mustangs and the Boystown Cowgirls is pace. And really, it's going to be a question of, can the Mustangs control the pace in this game? If they can, I think they can walk away here pretty handily with a victory.
We got the pep band playing, getting everybody into the mood, or the spirit, I guess you can say. And the other thing, too, that's kind of nice about early season basketball, especially in December, although the weather, which is really nice outside, doesn't really indicate holiday season here in Nebraska, but it's a nice festive atmosphere. It should be a pretty good crowd on hand for a Thursday night for the season opener. What has, as the Boystown Cowgirls take the court as they come in from the locker room, what has the atmosphere been like on campus this week? Any type of buzz coming into this basketball season this year?
There's an amazing buzz coming to this year. Both teams had some great success last year. The two seniors on the girls' team, and Ella Baroker and Summer Green, certainly paved the way on their way out. Summer Green being one of the fastest and most athletic guards the Mustangs have seen in El Baroker, certainly being an amazing shooter as we see the Mustangs come out and take the court with about 4 minutes to game time. On campus this week, there has been plenty of excitement incoming for this year. There's been tons and tons of buzz about the possibility the Mustangs have on both teams. At the same time, these teams from Boystown are certainly improving year on year from what we've seen in the past. And so you cannot discount the importance of this opening game for both the boys and girls teams.
Yeah, now one of the things that's always fascinating in the early part of the season, or one thing maybe you have to keep an eye out on, is the early season jitters. You've been practicing, but now you're in game competition. I know there were some exhibition games against Wahoo earlier this week. Those really don't count because you're working in players. You want everybody to get court time. But turnovers is going to be key because first off, you got the anticipation of the season. So maybe you got some nerves in you. Maybe you get a little more excited coming out to start the game. So maybe you're moving quicker, getting ahead of yourself pace-wise than what you should. So I think that turnovers might be something that's going to be something to keep an eye on here tonight because, again, moving up and down the court, maybe you're a little excited, so there's more on your jump shot than what you'd like. Maybe you're getting ahead of yourself and you're passing too quickly, your teammate's not ready for the pass. And so I think turnovers, and then like we mentioned earlier, rebounds are going to be two key things to keep an eye on because whoever controls the board, obviously, both offensive and defensive, and then if you can limit your turnovers, I think that might be some of the keys tonight that gives victory to either team, whoever controls those categories.
Yeah, for certain, turnovers have been a story coming into this game for both of these teams. On the Concordia end, they're very good at pressure defense, especially from the guards, Paige Gerhard and Callie Thompson. Very seasoned and very solid defenders. On the Boystown side, both teams are known for playing the passing lanes extremely well and for relentlessness on the boards. We'll see how these Lady Mustangs can counter that aggressiveness we're going to see from Boystown coming into this game. And at the same time, it'll be interesting to see how the Boystown guards will react to the pestering defense that we see every night from Paige Gerhard.
Okay, so tonight, as far as the players go for Concordia, who is it that we should keep an eye on that you think might stand out tonight and kind of lead this team here tonight?
Well, the obvious answer here would be Ella Hess, coming in as a 4-year varsity starter with a healthy knee. She has been playing through a lot of knee injuries